So it was a wonderful time away. It truly was a great time to just reset and recharge. But now that I'm back, we got back last night, it got pretty cold while we were away, and I am kind of worried about the garden, especially the peppers. Now I left them in there because they needed a bit more time to ripen because it was kind of late getting them in the ground, and we had a cool start to the summer. But the temperatures over the next few days, overnight, I think we're looking at about 1 or 2 degrees. That's about almost 34 and 35.5 degrees Fahrenheit. So flirting with that freezing mark. And I don't want to take a chance after I've waited so long. Now I could see, I haven't been in the garden, but I can see that the zinnias have kind of died off. So those beautiful colors that I was still enjoying are gone. So I have some harvest baskets for the peppers, and I have just some little cups because I want to harvest some of those zinnia seeds, especially that plant that had 3 colors on it. I'm a little nervous that there's going to be frost damage on my peppers already while we were away, but let's go down and have a look. Wearing my new Silent Lake sweatshirt that I got camping. Uh-oh. I do see some frost damage on the pepper plants. I don't know whether it's affected the peppers. Certainly it's affected the zinnias. You can see some of the leaves on the loofahs also are giving up the ghost, so let's see what we can salvage. You can see here, this is from frost. This is from frost. I think the peppers are okay. Maybe some of them are no good, but maybe the ones farther down are doing okay. These leaves are damaged from frost. That green pepper looks fine, but yeah, those peppers have to come out today. Thing I want to show is you can see the Oya here. Now I didn't have to use it again this year as much as I thought. We had a fairly wet summer, or at least some consistent rain, but I want you to watch as I pull this Hungarian hot wax plant away. Its roots were all wrapped around the Oya to get the water that I kept in there. So I think the plants really do appreciate that water source. Well, that's a great crop of Hungarian hot wax peppers, and it's going to make lots of jars of hot pepper rings for Craig, so he'll be happy. Next, I think I'm going to work on the sweet peppers. This one here is the lunchbox peppers that I tried for the first time. Whoops. So they're bell pepper, but they grow much smaller, perfect for snacking. But they can go here because they're also sweet peppers. Much smaller. My daughter loved them. Now let's see what we've got in jalapeno. In the garden. I have some peppers here that I don't remember planting. Oops. These are not green sweet. They're too long for that, but they're also not the Hungarian hot wax. They almost look like a Cubanelle, but I didn't plant any. Look at this big boy. I'm going to have Craig try them to see how hot they are. I'm not a fan of hot peppers myself. I did have a sort of just a hot seed mix that I had bought, a pack of seeds called Hot Mix. But I don't think I planted any this year. So I don't know whether some of the seeds in my Hungarian hot wax packet had a mystery seed thrown in, but these look different. Have Craig try them, see what they are. Mystery peppers. Here's another strange one. So I had missed a sweet bell pepper plant over there, and I got a very, oh, it's got a hole in it. And I got a very ordinary green bell pepper off of it. But this was also on the same plant. It looks like a sweet green pepper, but it's long. On the same plant as this one. Has anyone ever had that happen before? That you've had sort of like this strange abnormality on your pepper plant? Isn't that weird? Again, I'm gonna have to get my taste tester Craig to try them just in case there's some sort of crossing going on with hot peppers. We'll see what he says. All I have left now are the royal black peppers. There's 2 plants of them. There's not too many on them, so I'm gonna grab them next. I'm also going to pick a bunch of the Matt's Wild cherry tomatoes while I'm down here. While the plants themselves have definitely suffered from the frost, the tomatoes look great, and there's still so many of them. And the same with the Mountain Magic, even though the plants are pretty much dead. I've still got some nice tomatoes I can harvest. I was considering pulling the loofahs today because you can see that the loofah plant leaves are dead from the frost. However, they're not going to dry any better in the house than out here. And while the nights are going down really cold, the days look in the 10-day forecast of sticking around 14, 15 degrees. So I think I'm going to risk it and see, because even if there is some frost damage, you don't keep the outer skin of a loofah anyway. This one back here is drying really well. Oh, look, there's another one. And the birdhouse gourds are still very, very green. They don't seem to be turning at all. I'm not going to pull the marigold, because you can see that the bees are still sleeping here. And eating. So the marigold will stay. I think I might even just leave it and pull it in the spring to make sure I don't take away some last minute food from the bees. The zinnias, however, did not enjoy the frost and have lost all their beautiful color. So this is that wonderful tricolor plant. So I am gonna find an older flower that has some seeds and harvest the seeds from the zinnias today. I brought down some little cups and a pen so I don't get them mixed up. You can see I tried a couple of different ones that looked like they would be dried, but when you look at the seeds, you want that brown seed, not the white. So there's some that are ready. I'll try this one, see if it's any better. No, see, they're all white. Not old enough, not mature enough. There's a couple in there. There's a few in there. I think I'm going to leave the plant to grow a bit more, and maybe some of them will mature. Let me try the other zinnias. This was the orange zinnia, but some of these in here look really good, so I'm going to try them. And last, I'm going to do the big pom-pom marigold that the bees like so much. I didn't pull the plant, but I found a flower that looked like it was done. Let me see if we can get to the seeds. Here we go. These are marigold seeds. They look like little pencils. There's some beautiful flower seeds for next year. I am going to come back down and revisit this one, the tricolored zinnia. There's a few brown ones in there, but maybe with another week I can get some more mature seeds to make sure that I can grow that one again. Mid-October and the garden is still giving. Hope you're enjoying a fall garden harvest too. Bye for now.